Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's get right into the stories. The first story is titled, Enjoy the Song of Our People. I work as a bus driver. In our company, we have more than 20 nationalities from all over the world, all religions, cultures, organizations, etc. We are all friendly and professional to each other and respect each other. Now, on our branch, there is one unbreakable rule. When you see a colleague on the road, you salute each other regardless of your KMs, age, etc. Except for one guy. Let's call him Jacob. Jacob is of a usual race, nationality, religion combo. I am Caucasian European, and Jacob has assumed that I follow a specific religion that historically isn't on the best terms with his. I'm an atheist. Jacob never salutes. And by never, I mean he doesn't talk to me at all. He completely ignores my existence in any case. Garage, station, hotel, launch room, etc. I always say hi, smile, and salute on the road. On convos with others, I've expressed my curiosity if this is my impression. And they told me, oh, Jacob, he hates you. How can someone that doesn't know me at all hate me? The answer is it's because he thinks I'm of a certain religion. People are amazing, eh? Fast forward to a couple of weeks ago, we were both en route. On our buses, the printers for the receipts won't stop beeping the alarm when the paper roll is out, until you change it. I always have plenty of them with me. We are at the central station when I go out to stretch my legs. He's one position in front of me. Another colleague comes over for a quick hi, so does Jacob running to us. He stands right in front of me, almost face to face, when he ignores my existence completely, and asks the other driver if he has any rolls with him because he is out and goes crazy for 5 minutes. I said nothing. I had 5. He spent the next 10 minutes begging all the others on the radio to give him a printing roll, but no one could help. You hate me for no reason and ignore my existence with the most rude, passive-aggressive way possible? Enjoy 4.5 hours driving with a beep, beep, beep next to your ear. The next story is titled, Let Your Fingers Do the Hosing. This is a third-hand or worse story, and old, but it's cute, so have some dopamine. A woman found out her BF was cheating while he was away for a week on a business trip, so she packed all her things and left. When he returned a week later, he saw the phone sitting loose on the counter and picked it up, to be greeted by a voice giving the weather in Paris. Translation, thousands of dollars in charges. Let your fingers do the walking was a catchphrase for the Yellow Pages back when there were dinosaurs. The next story is titled, Karen Calls 911 After Veteran Steals Her Handicap Spot. She is not disabled. I am a disabled veteran and I'm not ashamed of it. I still like going out and socializing with people. I've got a prosthetic leg, so it doesn't bother me that every now and then I will get stared at. After all, it's mostly little kids, and I am sure they are simply curious. Like I said, most people are exceedingly kind to me, and even thank me for serving. The times that I've met someone mean were almost inexistent, except for one Karen. Although I'm still independent, my girlfriend helps me with a lot of things. She was always by my side, and I know that I could count on her no matter what. She's my best friend, and we do everything together. We frequently go grocery shopping, and while to some people that may seem like a chore or what you're supposed to do, I just really appreciated her tagging along for simple stuff. We were on our usual weekend grocery trip, and we were circling the parking lot trying to find a handicapped place to park. Most of the time, the handicapped parking spaces are taken, most of the time by people who don't have any handicap. I also have the placard and all the paperwork because, I want to do what's right and follow the rules. My girlfriend finds a spot and slowly pulls into it, looking left and right a few times. From behind, a car started honking and throwing his hands up. I can swear that I read, "What do you think you're doing?" on his lips. We didn't know what he was going crazy over, so my girlfriend pulled into the space completely. We thought maybe he was trying to park in the space across from us where the car just pulled out, but then he drove down the aisle and parked in the next row from us near the front. At this point, we just think maybe he was honking at the other car or something. I stopped thinking about him the moment he drove past us. My girlfriend insists on helping me get out of the car. I get into the wheelchair, and I see a woman approaching us angrily. She was a Karen. I could tell from the second I saw her. "Aren't you ashamed of yourselves?" Karen asked. I looked at her confused, but that was the moment I realized that she really wanted our parking spot. "What do you want, annoying creature?" I answered, laughing. "You think I'm annoying? At least I don't need someone to push me around every day," she replied, proud, fully. It hurt because she was right. I'm a tough guy. After all, you must be if you're going to serve. But I did have an insecurity about burdening my girlfriend. My girlfriend intervened, saving me from the awkward silence and situation I had just created by not responding. "What do you need, lady?" my girlfriend asked. "You can't talk to anyone like that. You don't even know us," she added. "Well, I'm going to talk however I want to someone who stole my parking spot," Karen shouted. I thought to myself, oh god, so this is where this was going. I tried thinking of something to say, but nothing came to mind. How did we steal it from you? Were you already parked there? She asked. I smiled as I heard her because I absolutely loved her reply. Karen looked surprised and shocked, too. You could clearly see that she didn't expect that answer. Well, no, but I saw it first, she replied. Well, actually, you turned the corner after us. Besides, you don't even have a handicap placard in your window, so how were we supposed to know that you were going to park there? I finally got the courage to talk again. Well, I must go buy a lot of stuff right now. I don't want to have to carry it all the way down to another parking spot. Plus, that one is my favorite. I also park there, she replied. Lady, that's not how these things work, I said. Maybe next time do your groceries more often so you don't have a lot to carry. My girlfriend replied, smiling, Others would like to carry out groceries through the parking lot, but they can't. So, be grateful, she added. So you really want all three of us to waste our time? Your groceries would have already been in the car if you wouldn't have done all this show, I said. I'm going to say it one last time. Go and move your car, Karen said. Don't make me become something I'm not, she added. When my girlfriend and I heard that last line, we started laughing. Why are you laughing? You think you're entitled to something just because you weren't careful and lost your leg? She asked. There was no point in listening to her anymore. She was delirious. She did not want to push her groceries to another parking spot, and yet I was the entitled one. I would kill to be able to walk down a parking lot pushing my groceries. People really do take advantage of things and don't even think twice about it. Besides that, she was wasting all this time being a selfish and entitled Karen for no reason. I would never treat someone like that, especially not a stranger. Well, we go on our way and do our grocery shopping. Karen is shopping around the store when we finish, and she was not shy about sending us dirty looks. Well, when we go out to our car and see her parked in the next aisle over, we also notice that she's parked in a handicapped spot. So I told my girlfriend to pass me my phone because I was going to report him and have her car towed from the parking lot. But before I got to call, I see the police pulling up right next to our car. Hello, sir, someone called and told us you stole her parking spot, said the policeman. The woman told us that she wanted the parking spot because it's closer to the entrance and she doesn't want to carry her groceries, I politely said. I'm disabled, as you can see, that's why my girlfriend parked there, I added. Is the woman disabled? Asked the policeman. Yes, that woman called you, my girlfriend said, pointing to Karen. I didn't steal anyone's spot. How is that even possible? She added. I don't know. Not that we could see, and she didn't mention anything, my girlfriend replied. Out of nowhere, Karen came smiling. She explained to the policeman a situation that never happened, adding all kinds of details to the story. We told our side of the story, and the policeman talked to the manager and looked at the parking lot security cameras. He saw everything he needed, so he arrested Karen and took her down to the police station. Soon after that, the police called us and confirmed that Karen wasn't disabled, but just lazy disrespectful. The next story is titled, Entitled Ex-Husband Gets What He Deserves. After dealing with my husband, 29M, cheating on me and loudly disrespecting me for 2 years, I, 23F, finally left him 4 months ago. He assumed no responsibility for the marital bills and I had to sell the house and his truck by myself. When I left him, there was also a $400 phone bill in both of our names. I ended up just paying the overdue bill a few months ago under the stipulation that my ex-husband gives me $200 for his share. He did give me $90, but then he laughed at me for expecting him to pay me the other $110, stating that he doesn't owe me anything. About a week ago, I went into the store of my current cell phone provider and learned that I am paying twice as much as I should be paying for phone service because I am still being charged $40 a month for my ex-husband's phone. There's still $800+ owed on it. I learned that the remaining balance was not transferred over when he switched his phone number to his own account because he failed to sign the required paperwork. I explained the situation to my ex-husband, and he was more than willing to join a conference call with me and customer service to get the remaining balance transferred to his own account. We had spent approximately 20 minutes on the phone before my ex-husband told the customer service woman that he is making payments on his own phone through his own account, that he doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about, and that whatever I have called to inquire about is clearly not even his business. Then he hung up. So today, I spoke with customer service again and learned that I technically own my ex-husband's phone since it is in my name. So I made a police report, I reported the phone as stolen, and it is now flagged and shut off. The next story is titled, A Parting Gift for Bad Neighbors. I had some bad neighbors across the street from me. Nothing too serious, just irritating. They would regularly park blocking or partially blocking driveways. Their yard was always a mess. They let their dog run around the neighborhood even though they had a fenced backyard, so everyone had doggy landmines in their yards and dog pee on their car tires. Then came the day they started moving out. Happy dance. They moved over a 2-month period where they vacated the house after about 3 weeks of moving, but kept coming back for the rest of their stuff in the following weeks. Each time they'd move something they wanted and leave a pile of stuff that they didn't want in the driveway to be hauled to the dump on a later day. I had some junk in my basement that I had been meaning to haul to the dump, so one night I took it across the street and added to their pile in the driveway. I loved watching their reaction when they found the extra junk. I figure the dump charges equated my time picking up dog bombs. The next story is titled, Keep Using My Wi-Fi to Party at 2 a.m. When I'm Trying to Sleep for Work. Enjoy the laggy music. I've recently moved out of home into a share house. One of my housemates doesn't work, and finds that 2 a.m. is the perfect time to start partying and blast really bassy music. This expressly happens on weeknights, not weekends. This happened for a few weeks on end, with each night me requesting they turn it down so I can sleep for work. I got frustrated of constantly having to wake up, get out of bed, ask them to turn it down, then spend 10 minutes discussing what an appropriate noise level is, because they thought they were being quiet. Cue petty revenge. I managed to log into my Wi-Fi settings and identify their products: phone, speaker, laptop. Whenever they start now, I either set parental controls for 2 from when they start so that their Wi-Fi works the next day and they can't locate the problem, or I just block their internet access and limit their Wi-Fi speeds. Nothing worse than trying to party and only having 1 megabytes per second download speeds, extremely slow and laggy music. One night they came home at 1:30 a.m. on the phone. When I tell you it sounded like a megaphone was being used, it was ridiculously loud. So I went in and blocked their internet access intermittently so the call would drop out, they would ring back, and as soon as they picked up, disconnect again. Sometimes I disconnect the Wi-Fi just as they begin responding on phone calls so that the other person can't hear them and has to repeat it. It's worth noting that their responses can go from 10 to 15 minutes each, and having to repeat it 3 times has caused visible frustration. They've managed to piss me off so bad that sometimes when they're home and listening to music, I block their Wi-Fi access for 20 minutes just to annoy them. The last story is titled, Playing Idiot Coworkers Game. For a little bit of context, I'm a secretary at a school, and since I get real bored, I finished all my established work for the year in like the first trimester. So on days where nothing else comes up, I just basically have to be there in case it does. You see, while I have nothing to work on, I just keep scrolling my phone and help whoever shows up. But my Karen coworker didn't like that and decided to throw a hissy fit about it on Friday, so now my boss asked me to stop using my phone. Now, that pisses me off, because this coworker specifically sits on her chair and reads NSFW books the whole ducking day while watching small children, gross to be honest, and hides the covers so we don't see it. Well, I have a whole collection of books I've been wanting to read, and now I'm about to read all day, every day, while making it a point to sit wherever she can see me. I even plan on making a cover to put over them, exactly like the one she uses, and I'll walk into work every ducking day with it on my hands, smiling as the petty bitch I am. Next year, I'll be smarter, not bored, and she will have to find new nonsense complaints to file. Feel free to add to it, babies. I'm down to piss her off in any way. Thank you for watching. I would really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We'll see you again tomorrow.